On this episode, this story is definitely not about me and my client, and it didn't happen yesterday. This real estate stuff is not easy, so send me your questions and I will answer them. This is the Ask Jason Show. Hello everybody, my name is Jason Piercey, and this is episode 97 of the Ask Jason Show. That was weird. Show. It's like I didn't even enunciate. It was just, I had some friends who are from St. Mary's Bay, and when they want to go out on the beer, they don't say beer, they just say, we're getting on the and that's it. That's how they talk, and it's amazing. Anyway, welcome to the Ask Jason, and today I'm going to tell you a story. I don't have a resolution to it yet, and this definitely didn't happen to me yesterday, because that would be inappropriate of me to discuss, because that would mean that it was ongoing. But here's a thing that I heard happened to a friend of mine. A dude buys a house, and it's a good house, feels good about the house is nice, good house. It's amazing.
What the hell are you talking about?
It's a very bigly house, hugely good house. So he buys this house, of course, because of pandemic-related things. All of the biggest inspectors in the city, they're refusing to inspect houses while people are home. Totally get it, makes total sense. I 100% understand. So the seller refuses to vacate the house for the inspection, won't leave. Are you picking that up? Joe got a dog, do you hear that? If Sam Pico was watching this, which she's not, this is like ASMR. That's happening. Can you still hear it? He's drinking so much. I mean, I might as well too. Then again, if I had to live with Joe, I'd drink a lot too. Womp, womp. Anyway, so inspector is scheduled, paid for. Corporate policy, can't inspect a house while anybody's home. I mean, they're there for like 2.5 or 3 hours. Like, let's be realistic here. Now the dog is touching me. Now he's touching. Anyway, and the seller won't leave the house. So inspector can't do the inspection because the seller won't leave the house. Seller won't leave the house, I guess, because he also won't go to Walmart with a mask on because he's that guy. And so now this is definitely something that I'm not dealing with right now, and it definitely didn't happen yesterday. And I don't even know how to end this episode of the Ask Jason Show because I'm incredibly frustrated by this. That happened to a friend of a friend that I had heard it had happened to. Probably pretty transparent. Anyway, so my resolution is to this person that I had known. I would say to this person that, like, okay, well, Mr. Seller, if you need to be home because you're afraid that he'll plant bugs or he has microchips from Bill Gates to monitor you or something, then you could be in the house isolated in one room for the duration of the inspection. That room will be the last room that is inspected, and when he inspects that room, you have to leave and go into a different room, and then you could be in the house. You just can't be ever in the same room at the same time as the inspector, and you must also wear a mask and a hazmat suit. And I don't know what is wrong with people. Like, if you have your house for sale in a global pandemic and somebody wants to buy it, just get out. Just get out. Do you realize how fortunate you are? Just get out. Just leave. Let the guy do his job. Anyway, like I said, this is a completely just like a word of mouth urban legend. Happened to a friend of mine one time, and it's not something that I'm doing now. Thank you for watching this episode of the Ask Jason Show. The Ask Jason Show exists so that you can get good real estate related information from a resource that you can trust. Now, speaking of resources you can trust, here's a couple I would trust to work with my mom. Because good enough for mom, I mean, good enough for you.